Hello. What? Hello. We are currently in the queue for, I'm doing my intro now. We're currently in the queue for Woolly Good Gathering Edinburgh. That's what we're calling it, right?
The Woolly Good Gathering.
The Woolly Good Gathering. There's a lot of people. And hello. I'm also on.
I'm just going to use your intro.
I love it. Laura's using my intro apparently. So I've flown up today. I got up very early. I woke up at 5:30. I woke my child up at 5:50. She went back to sleep, it's fine. And then we're about to go in. This is the problem when you have a YouTube channel and you have to create content. I love that you were.
Was that in your video?
No, it might have been. Laura just walked past me singing the Bluey theme tune. So I might have to cut that out because otherwise Disney will come after me for copyright.
I'm not sure they'd pick that up from there.
Good morning. It is Saturday. It is day 2 of Woolly Good. I did not say goodnight last night because I literally fell asleep with the lights on and these two talking. I don't know how I did that.
I know the bit where you did fall asleep though because I was talking to you. I was like, I've obviously got boring.
In my defence, I was up at 5 yesterday.
And also in your defence, I knew it was happening because I was watching your eyes shut.
I was very tired. Also, yesterday was slightly more stressful than it should have been because I got an email right at the start of the evening from BA going, your flight's been cancelled. So I had to spend like 20 minutes on the phone to BA making sure I could actually get home today. But yeah, we're all good. We're all booked. So I've checked in online. We're fine. So yes, day 2, we are about to check out. We're in a travel lodge. It's basic. But I got the big bed because I won the coin toss. I had some,
Day of luck.
I had I also won one of the bingo boards yesterday, which was lovely, and I will show you what I got on the way home. Actually, this is a really good point to insert whoever's footage, Laura's or Helen's. I might put both in of me going and looking like a knob picking up my prize.
I'll just sit here.
Yeah. There you go. That one in the middle.
First one is going to pick a prize, and I have to ask a collective opinion. Should that pace be okay? Would we like it a little bit quicker? What do you think? Quaker, okay, everyone okay with Quaker? Go live on the lilac card.
So yes, I won the first of the bingo boards, which was one line. And I got some yarn, and I got some tea, and I got some stitch markers. It was a lovely night, very chilled, apart from the stress of the bingo. Highlight was definitely Charmaine of Yarn Tings and her performance. It was awesome. So we are campaigning to get her to do some more shows, and then we're going to go and see. But I think she's got some of her recordings online, hasn't she? She said that yesterday, so I'll see if I can pop a link. They're very good. But yeah, so yeah, day 2, we are going to go. P, the lovely P, is coming up for the day, so that'll be really nice to see her. And I'm going to try and do a bit more vlogging today because I was a bit lax yesterday. Hello. Oh, I look like death. Right, I am back. It's Monday. I have tea. In fact, I need to pour said tea. Hang on. I have loose leaf tea. I have Bird and Blend Oxford Comma, which was made specifically when the Oxford shop opened. It's a mix of black and green tea, and it's got a lot of caffeine in it, which I desperately need right now. Anyway, it is Monday the 29th. I am back. I've been back for 36 hours. The journey back was fun. So my previous flight had been cancelled, my 8 o'clock flight. It was either leave at 1 o'clock, which I was not prepared to do, or get there late at the last flight back to Heathrow from BA, which was 9:10, get to the airport, and it's already half an hour delayed. It stayed at half an hour delayed. We ended up, I think, leaving or taxiing at 9:45, which meant that I did not get back to my car. Thankfully, I had carry-on only, and I had used our Avios points to upgrade myself, so I was in business, therefore one of the first off the plane. But oh my god, just I had a whole road to myself. You will have seen that, which was lovely. And I was at the back of business, so I had economy behind me. Stewarding team were amazing. They were so lovely, really looked after me. They could tell I was slightly struggling, and also solo female, they always pay more attention to us anyway, so that's really nice. But then because we were late, we didn't go into the stand that we were supposed to, so we weren't at the main Terminal 5. We were at a kind of outer gate, which meant they had to bus us, which meant they had to get some steps down, and someone neglected to tell the person to bring the steps. The buses were there waiting for us, but we couldn't get off the plane because there were no steps. So we had to wait for like it was only 10 minutes. But because we were in buses, the buses drop you right by the exit. So you either have to go left, go back to baggage reclaim, or you can go right and you go straight into arrivals. So I was out literally as quickly as I could be. I was back in my car by 20 past 11, and then the M4 was shut. So so I had to be diverted, and I didn't get into my house until 1:45. Feeling like this. Yay. Anyway, it's fine. I got home. I slept. I spent most of yesterday horizontal. But I'm going to show you what I came back with. First things first, the bag. Oh, hang on, get the stuff out of the way, Sophie. There's the bag. It's lovely, screen printed. There's no plastic here. Screen printed bag, so with the Woolly Good Gathering logo. I also have the old Keep Calm and Carry On podcast badge, because I went and had a chat with Viv, who was manning the Morit stand. As editor-in-chief of Morit is Alison, who is the other host of the Keep Calm and Carry On podcast, and also Viv's daughter. So, Vivian's daughter. So, first things first, I'm going to, let's empty this all out, and then I can show you all the things. First things first, I was a Kickstarter supporter of Woolly Good, and I chose to get the Ultimate Weekend package, which gave you tickets to all the things, Friday, Saturday, and also the evening entertainment. I'm saying this as I empty my bag. I promise. I apologise if there's ums and ahs. Right, empty bag. Right. So yes, I was a Kickstarter supporter, so I got some stuff as a Kickstarter supporter, which I'm hoping some of it is in this bag. Otherwise, I've lost some stuff. Might have lost one thing. No, I haven't. It's fine. It's anything. Right. So, right. So in the Kickstarter supporter package for the Ultimate package, I got the badge. So this is the thank you for supporting. And there's a wooden badge, all very sustainable and lovely. There were some wooden stitch markers, which one says Woolly. Ooh. One says Woolly Good, and then two, hang on, let me actually get them away from the things. One is a red, pink, orange yarn ball, and then the other is a blue, orange, yellow yarn ball. So 3 wooden stitch markers, all on ball pins, and then we got some cork name tags or tags from Generates, who, for those of you who watched her sewing bee, that was quite nice to meet, to see her by that. So we got one that has the logo on it, and then 2 that were the various variations on the theme, by hand or handmade. So they will go in my tags collection. And then the big bits that you got as part of the Kickstarter supporter package thing, made a meal of that, didn't I, was yarn. So the Woolly Good team are Alison, who is, oh God, I can't remember Alison. Is Alison the person who is the editor of the Scottish Journal of Yarn? Or that might be Susan. Anyway, three of them are yarn dyers. So Zakami Yarn, which is a duo, and they had this yarn. Look at the awesome custom yarn labels. These are 100% Corriedale, fingering weight, 400 meters to 100 grams, non-superwash yarn, suitable for socks. And I think this is pronounced Sokolowska. So I've got 2 skeins of that. You'll see that again in a minute. And then these are just my colours. This is from ILA Yarn. Again, custom yarn bands. And this is non-superwash, 50% merino, 50% silk, 400 meters to 100 grams. This is Sea Glass, this colourway. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So those were the Kickstarter. Then, I did not buy anything. No, I did buy stuff on the first day. This is the programme. Lots of fun stuff in here. Really well laid out. As part of the Kickstarter, we also got the patterns for these as well. So there was a knitted pattern and there was a crochet pattern made out of the yarn. I really want to make this. I really want to make the knitted one. Anyway, they also had things like local yarn shops in there, things from the organisers. This makes me happy. 2 other Scottish yarn events who were both there as well. Tangled had their own stand, and Glasgow School of Yarn was in the Yarn Cake for the Love of Yarn stand. It just makes me happy when yarn show organisers collaborate, work together, are friendly, because that's how we make this community better, is by working together and by generally just being nice to each other. So that made me happy. Also, obviously at the back, these are the organisers. So ILA Yarn, Zakami, Mora and Scottish Journal of Yarn are on the back, because obviously these are the organisers. Yeah, it was just really good. It's a really well laid out. But what do you expect when one of your organisers is in publishing? The last thing that was great, these are all the Kickstarters, so I'm in here somewhere. Right, so first day, the only things I bought, crinkle. So I went into the pop-up bit, which was next to the lounge, which is kind of where like the entertainment was, and you could sit, and there was amazing cakes. And I wanted to go and get a TJ Frog Dorset Buttons kit, because I always see that they're at shows and then I never go and get one, and I've always wanted to try a Dorset button kit. So TJ Frog had a pop-up in the pop-up bit, which is a tiny little room off to the side. So I got a kit. This is the yarn. Simple little thing. I think that was like £9, £8. Yeah. But next to her, also in the pop-up bit, was Helen Chatterton Textiles. Now this person does silk scarves of maps, city maps. But what she does with her wastage is she creates fabric-covered notebooks and lavender bags. And her sample was an Oxford map, which literally had Wellington Square, which is where I used to work in the university offices. It had some of Jericho, which is where I used to work in the Mathematical Institute. And I saw that immediately and went, oh, that's really cool. And then I started looking at her samples book, and it said Nice. And my mother's from Nice. My mum she spent most of the time she lived in France, she spent most of her life in Nice. And I was like, do I get an Oxford one for me, or do I get a Nice one for my mother? I got a Nice one for my mother. Excuse the crinkling. But yes, so this has got the Lycée National, which I believe my mother went to. It is a blank notebook, and it feels just gorgeous. It's lovely. So this is, which one's got the better? Aha, here we go. So I got a couple of this is her her details, and I am going to be going back on and kind of having a look to see if I can get an Oxford silk scarf for myself, because I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, 20 different silk cover notebooks using excess fabric from our City on Cloth scarf range. That's the City on Cloth stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'll pop a link to all of the makers in the description box, so you can go and have a look and peruse yourself. But it was really nice chatting with her about how she came up with the ideas and which cities. There's Cambridge, there's Oxford, there's Nice, there's Paris. I think there's Amsterdam. There's lots. So it might be Rotterdam. I can't remember. So those were my purchases on Friday. Then we had the evening, which you will have seen, and you will have seen footage of me winning one of the bingo boards. And what I won from the bingo board was yarn. It's another Sakami. I'm going to get it out. It's a 50-gram DK skein. I actually saw this colour on their stand on the Friday and went, oh, that's lovely. And I didn't buy it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I got 50 grams of DK of it. So it's 50-gram DK, 100% merino, 112 metres to 50 grams. So that was part of my winnings. The next winnings was I got some stitch markers, a little ball from the For the Love of Yarn. They're very cute, these beads. And then I also got some tea. So this is Pecco tea of Edinburgh. It is Chinese oolong tea. It's loose leaf, and it's a taster box. So it's Huang Jingui. I'm gonna have butchered that. Means golden osmanthus, so called through the golden liquor from the infusion of its leaves and for its distinct osmanthus flower-like aroma. This oolong has a floral flavour with a hint of honeysuckle. I'm going to really like this, I think. 2 teaspoons, 85C, 3 minutes. But yeah, you can try that. I should have tried that now, shouldn't I? But I needed caffeine. Anyway, so that was Friday. I, as I said, fell asleep with the lights on, so I was very tired. Saturday, I wanted to go and see, there was a talk by Balmerino Farm, who, I wonder if I've got their talk thing in the, because I'm going to butcher it as to what they were doing. Yes, so Scottish Merino, transforming a family farm to work with nature with Rachel Crawford. So it's the people who are behind Balmerino who weren't, they had a pop-up, they didn't have a stand. And these guys are a farm that were traditional agriculture up until 2018 and chose to completely change the way they farmed from very agricultural, lots of chemicals, and they're on the Tay estuary, and they had found that they were losing soil nutrients. They were losing animals, but like Tay estuary is full of birds, and they weren't seeing as many birds. Their worm count in their store was really bad. There were like all this kind of stuff that they were finding that was just working against nature. So they decided to completely change their outlook, and they now have a flock of Shetland Merino cross sheep, which they call Balmerino sheep. The lady farmer was brilliant. She was very like, and I just kept buying more shit, and I was very specific about the sheep that I wanted. They had to be these sheep. And it was a really lovely hour to spend in the lecture theatre, which this is an old veterinary college, so it's very old school wooden. It was a very interesting place to sit for an hour and just listen to her story. And I bought some of their yarn. So this is Balmerino DK. This is their first clip from about 50 U's, yeah, of Balmerino DK. It's in the colour red clover. It's 50 grams. It's not merino, but it's soft. It's so soft. So this will probably be going with this to do some sort of, I think those will go really nicely together because there is some red in this. So there's some red speckles in this. So I think these two really go really nicely together. I'm not sure what is in. but they will be together. So yeah, and after that, we hung out actually quite a lot. The lovely P, who is Magpie Fragments, and I cannot remember what her actual P makes things on Instagram, was there for the day. I saw Marcus from Fiberpunk, who I haven't seen in years. That was really nice to see him. And we did some, you'll see at the end, took some footage where the rooms were a little bit less full so that you could actually see the stands. And new to me, this is the only skein of yarn that I was like, I'm intentionally buying this because it screamed at me. This is a new to me dyer. This is Wool Chemist in their merino linen 2-ply base. So it's 83% 21 micron merino and 17% linen, 375 meters to 100 grams. This is the colorway Super Bloom. And this dye had amazing colorways, like really lovely colorways. Both Helen and I and P bought yarn from them, hand dyed yarn from the so this is the Wool Chemist, and I just love it. And it's a new to me base as well, because I wear a lot of hats when I have non-wash days and short hair. This is the people who have short hair understand that either you have to wash every day and style it, or you shove it under a hat or some sort of clips or whatever when you've got short hair. But I was thinking this might actually be a really nice summer hat, but I need to work out a pattern. Any patterns for like summery, lightweight, like berets, tams, maybe with a bit of lace. I prefer crochet, but actually I'll do knitting as well. I was looking at some woolly worm head ones, but what I want is something that's got not a brim like this, but like just basically goes straight into, which is why I was thinking crochet. Anyway, but yeah, if you've got any options, that is that. And that's what I brought. That's what I brought back. I had carry-on. I could have checked my luggage. I didn't want to. So I decided not to buy too much. One of them's a kit for a new skill, some yarn, stuff that I won. And because I won, and because I feel like I I want to pass on my good luck. I want to pass on my good luck. So what I am going to do is I am going to give away 2 of the skeins that I got in my Kickstarter. I'm going to give away my 2 Zakami 100% Corridel skeins. They're not really my colour. But, so I feel like I should pass them on. Pass these on, and also the stitch markers, because I have so many stitch markers. I'm going to pass on the stitch markers from the Love of Yarn as well. So this is going to be a little giveaway for those of you who made it to the end of this vlog. What I would like you to put in the comments below, I would like you to tell me what your favourite thing is about a yarn show, a yarn gathering, a yarn event. There are a lot of reasons why I go to these events. For the most part, it's not to buy stuff. For me, it's about the people. It's about meeting up with people that I know from all over the world and all over the UK that I rarely get to see in person, who I've met through this wonderful hobby and this wonderful community. It's about meeting new people as well. I met so many lovely people this time that I was there with Helen from Giddy Yarns and Laura from Folk, Lonely Knitter, EAYF. I love her. She's so slash with so many things. And then I met the ladies from Tangled through P, and it was just really nice to have people around me that are part of this wonderful community. And that's my favourite thing about yarn gatherings and yarn events. So what I would like you to do in the comments below, I would like you to make sure in your comment there is the word gathering, GATHERING, because that's what I will use the random comment picker to find your comment, and tell me what is your favourite thing about yarn events, yarn gatherings. It could even just be craft. Doesn't need to be yarn, but those kind of crafty events that bring people of our hobby together. And you could be in with the chance of winning those. I am happy to send worldwide. Yeah, passing the love on. And with that, I think that's a really good point to end this vlog. Thank you so much for coming with me and with, by extension, Helen and Laura, who will have their own vlogs at some point as well, over this weekend. And I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.